follow me? Today I'm in London and I'm heading to Business Design Centre, or BDC. It's here in the heart of Islington with its bars, restaurants and shops, and it's just a short 5-minute walk from Angel Tube Station. Its location makes it my favorite UK exhibition venue. Today I'm attending Aesthetic Conference and Exhibition, or ACE, so let's go! UK's leading non-surgical aesthetics event. It brings together top pharmaceutical, device and skincare companies for a 2-day learning experience. The event features some of the biggest names in the beauty industry, such as Dermapen and SkinCeuticals. Let's take a look around and catch up with some of the exhibitors.
A show like this, a medical aesthetic conference, is key. It's very, very important to be seen, and to merge science with beauty is very important. And this platform enables us to showcase our product in the best possible way.
This is our 3rd year attending, and we've always found each year we meet new customers, more customers, we have much more interaction. We attend different shows across the world, but we find this one in particular is very interactive. The people who visit the stands are always very intrigued as to what's happening, what's new, what's the emerging products in the market, and of course we're happy to share that information with them.
Yeah, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Lorna, this is Elly, and together we run Aesthetic Source and everything involved with it. And ACE is one of the best conferences of the year for us, and this year we just seem to be attracting attention left, right and centre, and that's fabulous, and that's partly to do with the stand that we have and where we are. Aesthetic Source was set up 12 years ago, 20 years after I first started in the aesthetics industry, to bring the very best aesthetic products to aesthetic clinics. I am actually a nurse myself and an aesthetic practitioner, and so I understand what's required. So my job was to find the best products and then find the best team who understand marketing and sales, who can do that part of the business for me, which is where Elly comes in.
So my job as head of marketing is to market our array of amazing skincare products, technology, equipment and injectables.
So what kind of products do you have here today?
The best.
The best.
So we have an integrated portfolio of skincare, of injectables, of devices, and the coolest piece of AI tech. So the aesthetics of the stand at an aesthetics business are critical. My company colours have always been white and green because the white reflects the clinical and the green reflects the fact that I feel that we have to be in touch with the earth, with the body. I'm very spiritual and I wanted to put those two together, so clean, clinical but spiritual. To find somebody who builds stands who understood how that wanted to be, I've needed to find not only the piece which is Elly, which is the design of the stand, but also the stand manufacturer who can put the right stand together that allows me to put that across. And you can see behind me, I think we've hit the nail on the head. It's beautiful. Elly, I want to say publicly thank you so much.
You're so kind. I think when you make a decision to come to a show like this, it is a really significant investment, and so that merging of sort of form and function is really important. You know, it has to reflect you in the best way possible, but also it has to be really fit for purpose. So we wanted to do a lot with our stand this year. You know, we have products that we want to highlight and showcase, but we also have bits of quite complicated tech that we need to demonstrate as well. So being able to work with a partner who can kind of really understand that was really valuable. So I knew that we wanted it to meet brand guidelines, and you know, we've worked with you guys on stands for many years, but also I knew what we needed to accomplish with the stand, and so our briefing with you guys was very open, and it was very, look, this is what we want to do, this is what we want people to feel, this is how we want people to flow through the stand. And actually the ideas that came back were really useful and spot on. So yeah, we got there really quickly.
We chose Quadrant 2 Design many, many years ago, I think possibly 9 or 10 years ago, to be our partner because they understood our needs and they were able to work with us on sustainability. You haven't changed that, you've elevated that every year on year, which is why we've stayed loyal to you the whole way through, and we are constantly tempted by other manufacturers, but we will not work with other people because we know you deliver what we need.
The design that we've gone for this year, as you can see, rather than being really specific about the brands or the particular products, we have tried to keep the panels as generic as possible so we can reuse it in the future. So that's really important. But what I will say is, as the person who is dealing with this the day-to-day, and I'm, hands up, I am not a natural events producer. I have to say your team are an absolute joy to work with. They're incredibly patient. It feels like you are being taken by the hand and led through the process. Even when I'm sure that a lot of our questions are really stupid, your team have been amazing.
I loved it when you first brought out flooring so that we can actually have our branding on the floor, because I don't know what it is about it. It's not a marketing thing. It just makes us all feel good on the stand. The one single best thing about it, the fact that I've been able to trust your team and my team to do it and I haven't needed to be involved. But that's not going on the reel, I'm sure.
I love the product display. As a marketer, I love the product display, but the demoing the auras for the first time is really special. I really want to say the guys who do the setup, your setup team, are absolutely phenomenal. They are incredibly helpful. They are so skilled and talented. And again, I do not have these skills. And again, probably stupid questions, but they are absolutely brilliant. So the team yesterday and actually every team before have all been brilliant. Thank you.
Teleta is a pharmaceutical company in heart, so we're a very heavily regulated company with over 15 years experience in the medicine market. Over the last 10 years we've developed our aesthetics side of the business, and that's been fantastic for us. Overall, it's a young market that's growing and growing compared to medicines, but with a market sort of value £1.5 billion, it's a huge industry to be involved with, and it just continues to grow. So our job primarily is to provide a service for that industry. To trying to take the branch or bridge the gap between clinical, which is very clean and not much fun, to aesthetically pleasing is one thing. So we obviously have a brand, our brand guidelines. So essentially when we look at creating the stand, we follow our brand guidelines, we then brief that into Quadrant 2 Design, who we've worked with. This is our 4th time working with Quadrant 2 Design, and they've been excellent for us. So they're really good at taking the brief on, understanding our needs, looking at certain specific elements that we want to include in the stand, and then integrating that for us. And I have to say they've been excellent for us. To be honest with you, I think when you look at the stand, the backlit areas for the products always stand out because it elevates the products themselves, taking them from white packaging products. They're not too glamorous themselves, but it brings them to life. And then we've always got the interactive parts where we can put the television there, show some demonstration aspects of it, and then of course our practical demonstrations, so creating some space at the front of the stand whilst having almost a kind of exit area to then interact with the team on leaving the stand. That's what we try to do. Sustainability is one thing, but costs also a very important factor. So what this particular way of working with Quadrant 2 Design is, it allows us to spread the costs over 2 years. So by taking this element of it, the first year seems like a higher cost, but by reusing the stand and changing some elements, it keeps your second year cost down. So for us, over 2 years, very cost effective, very simple process, great team, very reactive as well, which sometimes as a business we need when we change our minds quickly. But ultimately, I know I could trust when I got here, everything would be in hand, and it was. Smooth, simple, practical, very easy.
is a collagen supplement that's going to build collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid in the body and the skin. And in turn, it should be producing firmer, denser, more hydrated skin, longer, stronger hair and nails, more flexible, pain-free joints, fixing the gut microbiome, and really improving some of the symptoms of menopausal women. The main aim obviously is to connect with existing and some new clients, to share the education about our product, because education is key here. I mean, we're a very small player in the market. We're not a big company, so we cannot have the massive stands like a lot of them have here. But it was crucial for us to be able to have a standout stand, something that was sort of 5 meters by 2 or 4 by 3, to have quality, have the ability to have reconfiguration, which we're so happy that Quadrant has, and to ensure that we have really friendly and efficient people working on behalf of getting us the best stand possible, to make it pop, to make it to be attractive. And I think it's important to have the ability to pack it up, store it, erect it, and I think having it all in one place was our criteria in selecting Quadrant. It's been I think either our 6th year now with Quadrant, so the business that we have with them is seamless, from the design side to the customer service to the next show, from packing up everything, and the people are just so lovely and friendly and approachable and efficacious and efficient, and that's the most important thing. So that's why we'll return again year after year. As I said, we're not a big company, so having the ability to be able to reconfigure and have it packed up to reuse it each year has been a godsend for a company like us.
I had a fantastic day here at Eyles, and it was inspiring to talk to industry experts and explore new products and innovative beauty solutions. I'm already looking forward to next year. But for now, I'm going to make the most of the BDC's central location and find me some dinner. Goodbye for now.